G'day friends, welcome to a Tag Tuesday video, and I know it's been ages, so let's just get right into it. See all these little bits that I'm pulling out? This is from my little orange grab bag, and they should be on my Etsy. Maybe they're not in the store just yet. I don't know. If they're not here today, they'll be there tomorrow. So they're basically just little orange bags of ephemera, and they're all little pieces of drawings and just random bits and bobs that I found in my orange bag, or they were from a project and I just had a little offcut of a drawing or something. Basically, I have this big orange plastic bag under my desk, and it is full, like chock-a-block full of ephemera and scrap paper and old doodles that I've done on the phone. There's so much stuff in it, and I have this irrational dream that one day I will have gone through the entire bag and used every single bit of it. Seriously, every time I go to journal or scrapbook, I pull out the whole bag and I pull out about 50 bits and I end up using one. So I never really get through it, and every time I create a new project, I end up adding a bunch more to it. So it's a bit of an irrational dream, but one day I hope that it is empty and I'll feel a huge sense of accomplishment. Oh, look who's here to join me. Oliver Patrick joined our little family last week, and he's getting settled in the office because Bianca is so shook about him being here. There is no part of her that wants to accept that she's got a new baby brother. So we've had to keep him in the office and the spare bathroom for now, and get them acquainted properly, because she really does believe that she owns everyone and everything in this house. So it's a bit of a hard transition for her, but she'll get over it. I don't even know why she's upset. She sleeps 27 hours of the day. It's not like she's ever going to have anything to do with him anyway. But yeah, so Oliver Patrick's in this video, and he's just all over the desk. He's gonna come and eat my finger on one of these tags. It was too cute to stop him, and then eventually I did have to get rid of him because he's too cute. I end up spending so much time just watching him. This video, making these tags, it always takes kind of a long time. This one took an abnormally long time because I was so distracted by him. I must have stopped and started the video like 5 different times. So if you see a random cut, that's just because I got distracted with Kitty. Anyway, more on this little orange bag. So I was talking about the orange bag, and I was saying it would be so great if it could just get all used, and I wouldn't feel so guilty about hoarding so much of it, because I don't believe it's hoarding if it ends up in a journal. If it doesn't end up in a journal, then I am just hoarding it. So I really do try to get all of this stuff put in somewhere, but it's a little difficult. And what I wanted to do was, here he goes. He's gonna start eating this pencil in a minute. He's a very captive audience. He's tiny, look at him. I'm so distracted in the voiceover just looking at him. Can you imagine what I was like actually having him at my desk? Anyway, so I wanted to make this little orange grab bag so that everyone could use the ephemera that I don't use. They are copies. I couldn't put originals in there just because that gets a little confusing price-wise. I obviously don't want to make it cost a fortune to have these little ephemera packs, but they're all hand-cut, they're all fussy cut, they're all really good quality on cardstock, and they're meant for you to use in your journaling. And they are my original drawings, they are original stuff from the orange bag, but they are copies of them. So if you're looking for an original, the only thing in there that is an original is the Bianca note card. Each one of those was hand-drawn. But there's a ton of stuff in there. I'm going to go through, and in this tag video, I use every single bit that's in there, because I can't even remember off the top of my head what's in there, but there's a lot of fun stuff. Each one comes with 2 of those little Instagram photo prints. I have this calendar block from Social Print Studio where I get a ton of prints from. I love it. I'll find any excuse to get something printed from there. But basically, I get this calendar block, and it coordinates with your Instagram. So all your Instagram photos you can get printed out. You can do anything, but I do it from Instagram because there's, most of my favorite photos end up on Instagram, so it's just easy for me to catalog it that way. And I get this calendar block printed, so it's like 365 really high quality little cardstock prints. And I use those as ephemera too, because photos. I mean, who doesn't love photos in their journal? So I use those, and I got this last batch. I got a lot of my old journal pages printed in there. They're small, like, you know, I wouldn't get them if you're trying to get a detailed look at a journal page, but, you know, there's old photos, there's old projects in there. There's just a bunch of stuff. So in each orange grab bag, I just put 2 random Instagram prints in there. So if you feel like you're missing out, just go to my Instagram feed and scroll through there. There's nothing you won't have seen before. But yeah, if you want to put those in your journaling, here in the last tag, I just drew a body onto what was already on the print. And in another one, I just stick it down on the page and just add some bits and pieces to decorate it. So it's just fun stuff like that I like to do. And this video is just to show you, like, I mean, there's just a ton of stuff you can do with this, with ephemera. You don't have to, I mean, these are all tags, obviously, but, you know, you don't have to use them for what you think they're used for. This is a little Frenchy guy drawing, but I colored him in a way that I thought he looks kind of maybe like he's been to war. I don't know. He just kind of looked like he'd been roughed up a little at war. So I made this like Dear John type tag with that really amazing, super like light rice paperish kind of notepad that I got from the Japanese stationery store. I love it, and I just made like as if it was an old letter from war, and put him down there. I know he's cartoonish, and I know it's not, you know, it doesn't evoke much of a feeling because it doesn't look real or anything, but I just wanted to show you, like, everything I do isn't just fairies and mermaids. You know, sometimes I'll just change it up and make a bit of a grungy spread or a distress spread, because I was using distress inks. I love my Tim Holtz distress inks and my distress paints, but I rarely use them in the way that he does. So I wanted to give it a go because I love all that stuff and I think it's so amazing. I actually just got 2 of his paper pads, the 12 by 12, and they're one of them's like travel kind of things, and the other one's called Dapper, which is just this collection of like gentlemen, I don't know, dapper, obviously, like dapper like images. So I love that at the moment. Look at all those handmade washi tapes. There's so many, and some of them are just actually strips of paper, but I put them all in there because I need to use those up as well. I've got the orange bag, and I've got that bag, and I've just got little boxes of junk everywhere. I collect almost everything I draw, even if it's not good. So it gets really difficult to use it all. But yeah, I had fun doing it. It was lots of fun. There was just a lot to go through. And if you go to the Etsy, I'll have some listings there of other ways that I've used it in the planner spread, and I've just made a different tag with the French guy. It's all up to you, really. Your imagination can go nuts and use it for anything. Those eyeballs, they're really fun. They're from a test I was doing. I've got a collaboration coming up with my good friend Stella, and you might see that at the end of the week. I'm planning on posting it towards the end of this week, and those were some of the tests that I did for that project. So I wanted to include them in there. It's the only thing in there that's coloured. Oh, there are 3 little offcuts of cardstock, and they're different colours. I put different colours in each pack, like a different colour story in each pack. So in this pack, see that little orange bit there? It had orange, green, and red. And I use this as the inspiration for the colours that I end up creating with on all this ephemera. So that's just up to you if you want to do that. I find that using 3 colours is an easy way to tie in a lot of what you're doing. It makes it look cohesive, and, you know, 3 isn't too many. So if that's a technique you want to try doing your next journal page with a limited color palette. Just 3 different colors. They don't even have to match. They can be contrasting, or they can be really super similar. You'll get different effects, obviously, if you do it either way. But I put those cards in there because I wanted to just give you a little color story inspiration, and because I had those lying around. Basically, this is, you know, I put a pack together of stuff that I would use the way that I would use it. I wanted to share that with you guys, and I wanted to see what you would do with it, because you know I love to cut corners and I love to be lazy. So I was planning on looking at all your social media spreads and literally just copying you guys. So if that's something you're interested in, believe me, I do get inspired from you guys. Everything I see on your social media, it's weird. You can go through my social media and you'll see influences pop up in there. If I'm really taken with a color story that I see someone do, I'll replicate that in my journal. You know, I'm still learning too. I'm still expanding my horizons when it comes to different types of art journaling and different mediums. Planning, I'm just trying to get into planning. I love doing the layouts in planning. I actually hate the planning. So sometimes I just do fake plans. Like I'll just write what I think I should do on Friday, but there's no part of me that actually checks it or, follows that list. But I still try it. So yeah, believe it or not, I'm still watching you guys and learning from you. So stuff like this, they're my images and they're my hand-drawn work, which I think is fun to share. But I really want to see what you guys do with it, because I do take inspiration from you, and I take a lot of cues from you guys as well. Stuff that you enjoy, stuff that you like to use, I take note of that, because like I said before, this is a business for me, and if I'm going to put stuff out there, I want to make sure that people are receiving it well. So let me know if you enjoyed the orange grab bags. I never plan to do anything more than the one time I release it on Etsy. Like the book, I thought I was just going to release it and be done with it. The washi tapes, I thought I was just going to release it and be done with it. These grab bags, same deal. But if they do well, why stop, right? So if these orange grab bags go well, let me know. I have so much to pull from in that orange bag. So I can't say that I'll pull out this exact same grab bag for the next time if you guys like it, or even if you don't like it, I'm probably going to make another one anyway, to be honest, because I need to use that stuff up. So if you like it, let me know, and if you don't, or if you think there should be something different in there, let me know. Just pop it in the comments below. I do check them, contrary to popular belief. I go through the YouTube comments. There's just so many to reply back to, and I try my best, but it is so overwhelming sometimes being a one-man operation kind of deal. I get Steve to do as much as he can, but he's full-time, he has his own business. We are just trying to build an empire here. And it's a lot of work, but I like it. I enjoy the work. I mean, who could really complain that sitting down and journaling all day was hard work? We do it for fun anyway, so why not make a job out of it? But yeah, so I missed mermaid. That's what this tag is about. Some people were asking me if I was going to do it. I have every intention of doing almost everything that pops up on Instagram and Pinterest, but I get to about 2% of those things because I have a list of things that I want to do, and unfortunately there's some pressing things on my high priority list at the moment. YouTube videos are high on my priority list, but I just can't seem to make as many as I want. I always think I've got a handle on it, like I've got the knack of it now. But then I surprise myself and end up with hours worth of footage that takes hours to edit. So yeah, I'm trying to do it all, trying to get it all done. But for now, all I really wanted to talk about was the orange bags. I wanted to see if you guys like it. I wanted to see if that's the type of ephemera that you would use in your journal. This is totally the stuff that I use in my journal. You can see it pop up everywhere. Some of these things inspired other things, like that mermaid that I'm using right there. I didn't actually use her tail in this, but that drawing is what inspired Clara the Clasp. Listen to my accent. Mighty Morphin accent. Anyway, this drawing that I did while I was on hold on phone actually inspired the look of Clara the Clasp, which is a digi-stamp in the store that kind of holds your journal pages together. There's a video on that somewhere in my videos, so if you're curious to know what that is. But yeah, that was the original drawing of it. So I think it's fun to have that kind of behind the scenes type stuff. Some of these things were maybe planned to become a digi-stamp, and then I decided against it. I have quite a rigorous checklist going on when I create new digi-stamps, so even though I draw a lot and do a lot of stuff, not a lot makes it into the store. Only the best for you guys, and only stuff that I feel like is really worth using and worth putting up there will actually make it. So she was actually just a drawing I did while we were filing taxes because I was so bored. I did make it a background for her. You saw me doing the little finger painting thing on that last tag, and it kind of pulled up like it was making the tag like a little crumbly. What do you call that? It's like pilling, when your jumpers start to pill. Yeah, it was basically rubbing up all the fibers of the tag, so I had to get rid of that tag. I am using different tags to the ones that I first started out doing Tag Tuesday with, and I will say I thought all manila tags were the same, but they're not. This one doesn't take watercolor the way the other ones did, and this one is, I think, just a little more flimsy. I'm not quite sure. I'm still going to use them because waste not, want not. But yeah, they are a different quality. They still work. Everything works, to be honest. You just have to find a way to make it work. That's the beauty of all this playtime that we do, isn't it? We're just getting new products and figuring out the best ways to use them, or the ways that, you know, work best for us. There's another one of those Instagram photos. I made her Lola. She was a showgirl. I can't sing. This is not the platform for me to start singing on. But yeah, this was more of a little journal spread talking about eyelashes, because I got carried away. I love eyelashes, you know me, always add a lash. I didn't even get that quote from myself, actually. That was Steve. Every time I'm drawing something, the first thing he looks for is eyelashes, because apparently it's not complete unless there's a lash on it. It's good. He's my quality control. Anyway, I'm going to show you the close-ups. Sorry, some of them are a little shaky. I tried my best to edit the stabilization, but a few of them are still a little shaky. I don't know if that's my editing program or if that was just... I was just really bad at filming that part. Yeah, free to tag. There's so much in there. Go and check it out on Etsy. Let me know what you think on the Burke Mates Facebook creative group. I'm always there as well. And have a great day, guys. Welcome back to Tag Tuesday. Bye.